Hello and welcome along to another Where's My KitBag podcast featuring all three lovely media technicians of the Sixth Form College Farnborough. It's me, James.
It's me, Steve.
It's me, Carolina.
How are we all, team?
Yeah, pretty good.
I don't know
getting
why.
lighter now.
It is. The sun is still out somewhere.
One of the first pods where it's not dark outside.
Yes.
Post episode 100.
Baby, it's dark outside.
No longer.
Instead of cold outside.
Yeah. It's cold,
It
though.
is cold.
It's very cold.
Yes. The amount of times I've had to, scrape my car in the mornings is every day. Actually, no, that's a lie. I didn't have to do it yesterday, and I don't know why.
I keep seeing weather reports that, a snow day is imminent, but then I look on, the Met Office, and there's, no forecast of snow.
Aww.
It's very sad.
You know what our luck is going to be? It'll be on a Saturday.
Or during half term.
And then we won't get a bonus day off.
Do you remember when it was snowed in March that one time?
Oh, that was a great day.
It was strange.
It was very odd. Snow day.
Yeah.
If you are listening, weather, please do snow on, rain on me, but snow on me instead.
I wouldn't say no to that.
No. No. Any other news? No? Should we do some news? Talking of news.
Sure.
News. Steve Kale.
I've not been watching much this week. Because
Thank you, Steve Kale.
I've been busy. And I've been quite social, actually. I've been seeing some friends, catching up. You know?
mean, it's not like you've got a lot on at the moment, Steve, or anything.
No. But on Saturday, I went and saw someone, caught up with them, and then Sunday I went and saw family, watched some sports, which we don't really count. So I've only actually watched one episode of one thing all week. So much so, put it on the newsletter.
I love how you just have the power to be like, I'll watch this one thing once. All right, it's going on.
Well, it's very current and
Yes,
new,
it is.
which is good. We'll talk about that in a minute. Decided to, even though he had a page 2 article, decided to feature our Ben Marriott, who's very good with his After Effects stuff. Very smiley, bubbly gentleman sitting at the bottom left of our newsletter.
Can I pause you before you continue? So, was I on the phone to someone? I think on our staff phone or something. I was talking to someone, maybe a student, and then you made his picture, just his eyes and nose, fill that entire frame.
Yes.
Which very much made me giggle.
You're on the phone to IT.
Yes, I was. I was on the phone to someone from IT support. And what does Steve do? Distract me and make me giggle.
I just enlarged the photo to the size of it's bigger than the frame. So the only things that are in the frame were the
With two
eyes, the
and a
nose, and the
nose.
mouth. Yeah.
It wasn't even the mouth. It was just like the top lip.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he's
Big
on
giggle.
there. He does graphic
Smiley
design,
face.
After Effects, animation, all that kind of stuff. That After Effects stuff would be ideal for VFX people over the next couple of weeks, which is cool. I then decided to kind of do one last call out for TechNet Spotlight for the month of January, some of which I actually have some emails last week of some students being like, yeah, how do I do this? Does this count? Does this count? Does this count? Which was quite cool. So there'll definitely be a winner for January, which we'll have a little look at on Monday for next week's newsletter.
I was going to say, we're going to chuck on a newsletter.
It will be on the page 2 article. We'll get in contact with them, which is cool. Haven't done it for a while, so decided to plug the Where's My KitBag Spotify playlist.
Yeah, boy.
Which is cool. Little button there for those who.
I know. I think you should leave that on there for
I'm
a
going
more.
to.
Nice.
Which was quite nice. Give the podcast the publicity it deserves. I'm going to leave the EMC Media Mag login on there for a few weeks so people know what it is. I might try and change it up so it's a bit more jazzy. But
Maybe
yeah,
some different covers.
yeah. Well, I might do that. Some archive covers, sure. Why not? I'll pop that on there just to kind of show it's so nice and easy to access, and your username and login to gain access to the PDF is there. Again, leaving the lectures and seminars there that are going to be happening over the next few weeks / months, and if any more arrive, then you can use it. Just give the underlined date and time a click, and it will take you straight to the sign-up page for that event, which is cool.
OMG, literally just did it live.
Yeah, and then I actually grabbed an old page 2 article because I didn't know what to put on there, and I thought there's been loads of students going, what can we do with the newsletter? Can we get involved? So I popped a little poster on there just of every way you can get in contact with us and use the newsletter space to kind of speak to students if you want to, whether it's a review, a blog. I talked about all this last week. But yes, you may use this space. Get in contact if there's anything you want to do. You want a casting call, loads of stuff, advertise in some form of way, or just show off how great of a content creator you are. The page 2 article, or the entire newsletter in some aspect, is free for you to use. And it goes out to hundreds and hundreds of people, which is a pretty cool thing to shout about if you're going to apply for university or a new job in industry, of course.
Especially if you're going down the journalism route.
Exactly. And then the actual feature on the header and footer of the newsletter is the second season of the Netflix documentary Cheer. And yeah, it's good, and it's definitely worth checking out if you haven't already.
Question.
Yes.
If you were a cheerleader in like the cheer competition shown there, would you be either the person doing all the flips, the person holding people up, or the person at the top of the pyramid, like being all fancy?
But is this with the understanding that I have the skill sets to do those?
Yes.
I do the flip stuff.
You do the flips.
Don't like heights, and
You can't be bothered holding people.
well, they might fall and hurt me.
Oh, that's true. Carolina?
I mean, when I was doing gymnastics when I was younger, I would always be the person that's on the top of the pyramid because I was smaller. So I guess I would be that.
Oh,
So yeah.
a gymnast.
Well,
But can you do
a
the
flyer.
flips?
You
A
are.
I mean,
flyer.
not the flips, no.
I'd be a tumbler.
Oh.
You know.
Could you do the flips though in the past?
No,
Oh.
not the flips.
I would love to do the flips. I just really want to be able to backflip.
Like full on
You should teach
spin
yourself.
around.
I knew someone or know somebody
Yeah.
who spent 365 days learning how to backflip.
I really want to do that.
365.
Yeah, and they start nice and simple, and then their goal is by day 365 they can
To do
backflip
a
without any
standing
sort of.
backflip.
Yes,
Did they do it?
they did.
Wow.
They actually got it after about 8 months.
Wow,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
it's not bad.
From
I
never
feel-
learning how to do it.
I
To,
feel I need to be more bendy. I feel
well,
that
that's the
could
thing.
be
You
a
got the
problem.
months to do the stretching, the maneuvers, the training to kind of get your
Who
legs.
is-
to the
who is this
spring.
person? Please tell them I send them my way.
I will. I'll get
I
them in
want
contact.
to. I want to. I one day just want to backflip. Like you know, like those FIFA celebrations where you score a great goal and your player, although they might be a bit chunky and like 40 years old, backflip. I'm like,
Nice.
that's what I want.
Can't
I want to be
argue
able
that.
to just score a great goal, standing backflip, celebration, job done.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I want. So
Vibes.
we've got a flyer and 2 tumblers.
Nice.
Nice.
There you go. Sorted.
We've basically got a team.
Take on Navarro,
Should we
mate.
do
Yeah.
it?
Navarro, Fambaro,
They would say it like that. That's what makes that even worse.
Fambaro.
Oh god.
Oh god, yeah, they would, wouldn't they? Oh dear.
But yeah, you go. That's the newsletter for you.
Nice, sweet. Any other news from anyone else?
I don't think so.
Boom. Nice. Shall we have some video artists of the week from you, Carolina?
Yes.
I love the ooze. I don't know what it is. The ooze just make it for me. Carolina, who is in your spotlight this week?
So today we have Jeffrey Shaw. He's a bit different. I think I'm gonna like expand a little bit to maybe like digital media in general, not just video, because it kind of incorporates everything anyway. They kind of just do whatever they want. So Jeffrey Shaw, he is kind of a pioneer in interactive digital installation. So he was like working with the cyberspace before virtual reality was kind of a thing. He now works a lot with virtual reality, obviously, but because he's kind of old, so yeah, he was doing a lot of stuff in the 80s, and so this work's called Legible City, and This work's called Legible City, and it's an installation where the visitor rides a stationary bike throughout this kind of city that is being projected all around them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's totally interactive. So you control the speed and the angle and the direction and
So are you the one controlling the bike?
yeah. So you as the visitor
Oh.
are riding the bike, and it is like happening live on the.
So there's an actual bike you sit on?
Yeah, stationary
and then-
bike.
Wow.
Right. Oh, like an exercise bike
And
kind
the
of thing.
environment moves around you.
Oh.
But the thing is, this city is kind of made of 3D letters that form sentences along where the buildings would be.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's
So it's
3D.
both exercise and reading.
Pretty much. And the thing is, it's based off of real ground plans of the city. So, if, for example, if it's being shown in Manhattan, it's a real floor plan of Manhattan. It's really cool.
That's kind of cool. That's
And-
sick.
Yeah. So and in the Manhattan version, there's also some monologues that are connected to the different colors, so you can follow along the paths and listen to different stories. It's kind of cool.
Where are these exhibitions? Can we go and see them?
I mean, it was in '89, so
Wow.
yeah, that's
That's as old as me. We're talking about 1989, not 1889, because that's definitely older than
I'd
me.
be impressed if it was 1880.
You want to see?
It's me.
That's kind of what it.
Oh,
That's very cool.
Look, that's the
that looks
towel.
that looks really 80s.
It does.
It's so.
I know, right?
Now you
It's
said
so,
89, I just like yes, there it is.
Look at that.
There you go.
It's so old. It looks like unimpressive now, but at the time it must have been.
That must
you
have
know-
been revolutionary.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you remember those really old video games where you're like a little like jet plane and you've got to kind of avoid all the kind of obstacles, but your plane is like moving, but it's kind of stationary in the middle. You move it left and right through like some valleys. It's kind of like that, but with words.
There you go.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
that's it.
That's
It's cool.
sick. That.
He has lots of interesting work throughout like the decades. So, and he moves as well with like the technology. So it's cool to look at.
Do
his
you
work.
think we could rebuild that in today's
Unreal Engine.
world? Yeah, chuck an Unreal Engine.
But it would probably be virtual reality.
Oh,
Wow.
We'd be like riding the bike with the
Shout.
headset and stuff. I don't know.
shout. VR and AR. Look at it. God, crazy. So what? Who was the? What was the person's name again?
Jeffrey Shaw.
Jeffrey Shaw. Oh, check out his
Yes.
stuff. I mean, I'm assuming he's got like a YouTube page or something where you can watch this kind of stuff.
There's a
Or a
website
website?
with his entire like
Nice.
collection of work. So
Nice.
Yes.
Well, check out Jeffrey Shaw's webpage if you want to see some cool 80s stuff.
yes,
That is faux show. Shall we do a little bit of tracks of the week? I think yes, we do. Steve, you picked the first one.
Yeah, mate.
Who dis?
The
What
Weeknd.
dis? The Weeknd.
New album, Dawn FM. Sacrifice is probably one of my popular songs from the album. Doing bits. Yeah, it's a bop. I like it. It's good. There are other songs in the album that I like, but this one is a song that everyone can enjoy. And sacrifice a few minutes to listen to.
I feel that's a strong podcast title name. Sacrifice a few minutes.
Yeah, no, it's good. I like it. They're all, pretty much like all the songs in the new album, pretty good. Very The Weeknd, if you like The Weeknd. Kind of have this kind of retro new wave style to it with his very unique voice. Yeah, just another out the park in terms of an album.
Is it me or has he got better?
I just think it's a steady incline upward. But because you can listen to the old stuff and that still really works, like Starboy from many a moon ago, still won't skip it if it comes on my playlist. So yeah, no, it's good. Sacrifice is one of the more popular ones you might recognise. But going down into the album of Dawn FM, which has Jim Carrey as the like announcer between songs, kind of as like a fake radio station. Like you're listening to Dawn FM, and it's Jim Carrey, which is really cool. Yeah. But there you go. It's a bop.
Toit.
It's a bop.
It's good tunes.
Yeah.
I'm countering that with a band called Fickle Friends.
Are they indeed fickle?
I don't know. I don't know their friendship status. And it's a song called Pretty Great. You know what, Steve? It's pretty great.
Yep. It's all in the title.
Yeah. Again, it's a bit. I'd say it's not as electro, kind of electro pop almost as the Weeknd would be, but it's got that kind of like nice poppy vibe. It's just how can I explain it? It's kind of like Foxes a little bit, if you know Foxes. It's a little bit like if Kylie Minogue wasn't so Australian and was a bit less poppy and a bit more indie.
Yep.
You kind of know what I mean.
Sliders there in terms of an artist.
Yeah.
A little less this, a little bit more of that.
Yeah.
Render it out, and you have your fickle friends.
And you have a fickle friend.
Nice.
But yeah, it's pretty chill. I've got quite a few songs that I heard over like the kind of winter break that I'm kind of churning through and slowly integrating onto the Where's My KitBag playlist. But I'm always open to suggestions. So if you'd like to throw a song my way for my critical ears
As I've
to
done.
be like no or yes, then yeah, please feel free. Long time ago,
Quite a
I used to
collection
get
of songs now.
Yeah, a long time ago, I used to get sent CDs by
wow.
bands saying, "Hey, play my stuff," and we listen to it and go, "No, this is garbage."
Wow.
Yeah,
assume there must have been a few where you went, yeah, well, give us a play, give us
Yep.
a spin.
Yeah, give it a spin on the old decks.
Nice.
Do you know the band Five Finger Death Punch?
I do.
We got sent their first ever demo,
Wow.
and it was absolutely trash.
Oh.
It was awful.
I thought that's quite a cool little claim to fame.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the irony is, we said no to it going on the playlist because we thought it was trash.
Damn.
And now look at them.
Yeah.
They're mildly famous in the sort of metal realm. But
There
there
you
you go.
Well,
They
I've
are
got them
famous.
saved, and that's kind of like a niche kind of genre that I listen
Yeah.
to.
There you go. Five Finger Death Punch. I was there first.
You
And
said
then
no first.
I said no first. I had first refusal.
Wow.
But yeah, there you go. There's some fun facts. If I can think of any more, then I will, and I'll regale them as stories. But yeah, either way, both of our songs will be on the Where's My KitBag Spotify playlist. You can obviously find the link in the description down below, or now you can find the link on the old newsletter. So you cannot avoid it.
Nope.
It is in a big old box that says "Click here" for Spotify.
I might add it to the strip that just stays on the top.
Oh,
It's like Twitter,
boy.
Instagram,
Yeah.
YouTube, and then the
Now,
W. I don't know.
Now, my question for you, Stephen Cale, as the kind of newsletter overlord, is how come the font for the social media links isn't like our usual font? It's a weird font.
I don't remember making that banner, if I'm brutally honest.
Interesting.
It's a long time ago.
Do we need a bit of a banner refresh to make
can
it
do.
on brand?
Yeah. I didn't even realise after all these many editions. I
Because
think
I
must
always
be
see
over
it.
100 now.
Because I always see it and go, yeah, that font's still weird.
Yeah, I never even thought.
It's the same one that used to be up in the edit suite and IT suite on those like little upright.
That's
ones.
what it's from, I assume.
Yeah.
I actually need to check. I don't even know if we've cracked over 100 newsletters total yet. I'm not sure. I need to do the maths. We must be close.
We'll figure it out.
I think it must be on 80, 85, something like that. That's a lot of newsletters.
That's a lot of news.
A lot of
That's a lot of
InDesign.
news.
There's a lot of news.
How many YouTube repeats do you think we've had?
In terms of features,
Yeah.
well, actually quite a few, because we kind of got to a stage in the first year where we were like, I don't want to start recommending YouTube channels I don't really know anything about.
Yes.
So we started recycling them each year. So like week 7 for the last 3 years has kind of been the same YouTube person because we like them and we think they're good for the students to digest. But I don't even watch like 35 YouTubers. But there's like 38 weeks in an academic year that we need to find YouTubers for.
Yeah.
Hence why in a year you might recommend TechNet 3 times. You might recommend somebody else twice. Because throughout the year, like they're at different ends or in the middle or something like that. That's why we always do ourselves before Christmas. Like you may need us over Christmas if you're doing coursework. So here's a link to us. But we did it at the start of the year and we did it at the end of the year when we go, for those, about to graduate, subscribe. Because you never know, it might come in handy. So yeah, it's a tough one. But if you have any recommendations for YouTubers, get in contact.
Yeah,
TechNet
ping 'em
Fun
our way.
basically.
Nice. Shall we do a little bit of what we've been watching, even though it feels this week it might be quite short.
What have you been watching, Caroline?
I'm still watching The Office. I've now finished season 7, and I believe I've reached the point where the show really, really changes. Well, I'm assuming that's like the biggest change that's gonna happen anyway, for those who know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I'm a bit like, do I want to keep watching? I'm kind of forcing myself to watch because of this change, because I'm just holding on to the hope that it's gonna be. I don't know. People know what I'm talking about if they've
I have
seen
no
it.
clue. I still have not seen
Yeah.
it. It's still on my list.
Do you know what I'm talking about, Steve?
It's been a long time since
Yeah.
I've watched it, and I watched it when it was all out, so I'm not sure actually.
But you know the change. I mean, I'm assuming that's like the only big change that happens.
I think I'm on the right track. It's been years.
I don't know why you're
How
looking at me, Steve. I
mysterious.
cannot help you here.
I will
just gonna
refresh my
thumbs
mind
up.
afterwards and be like, yes, no, you're absolutely right. Because it is like
Yeah.
10 seasons of content, and there
Yeah.
are like little every day that passes, I remember less and less, but always know I enjoyed it greatly.
Yeah.
Does create good memes though. That's all.
Oh,
I can
yeah.
Oh
say.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, every time I'm watching, I'm just like, they say something, I'm like, that's TikTok. They do that. Yeah.
No. God, no. Parkour. So many good
Yeah.
ones. I could keep going for a while. I'm not.
But you will.
But it's good. Yeah, you should start.
I
You
I
should.
know.
You have
It's
to.
been a long time now where a good rewatch for me would be beneficial. It's been. I think I last watched it in 2015.
Wow.
7 years ago.
Gosh.
Oh, I finished Breaking Bad 8 years ago.
I was contemplating restarting watching Smallville because I haven't seen that since like 2008.
But you've never seen The Office.
That's true. So it should be better. And I can whip through them quicker because they're short episodes.
Do it.
All right, fine. I don't know when.
We challenge you.
What? Oh, God, don't slap me with a glove.
Yeah,
Jeez.
with an office glove.
Ah! What? We have the office glove.
Yeah.
Anyway. But yeah, talking of what I am watching at the moment, which I'll then finish, then watch The Office, Cheer, Season 2.
Same. I've only watched an episode.
You've watched one episode.
Single
I'm
episode.
on episode 3 or 4, I think is what the last one I've seen. Caroline, do you know anything about Cheer?
Only what you guys have told me.
It
So,
good
yeah.
is the answer.
It's very good. I like that. That's my type of show.
If you like the kind of documentary style that Netflix likes to do, so like Last Chance U, Formula One Drive to Survive, all like Tiger King, all the other documentary stuff they did, same style, but now the content is cheerleading, which you kind of go into it going, but then you leave going, this is an interesting world that I knew nothing about.
Yeah, it's vibes.
And my days, the fitness level of these people is obscene.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times they're just flipping, tumbling, pike, whatever, and then they're all like falling from like great heights. Surely they should break more limbs than they do, but then they're just like, yeah, it's fine, rub it off. The people that, drop them then have to do like 1 million push-ups as kind of like penance for dropping someone.
Yeah.
But no, so season 1 only focused on Navarro College of, is it Texas?
I believe it's in Texas.
Yeah,
yes.
Texas, which is kind of like the reigning champion of like this Daytona kind of mass cheerleading event they go to. Which is kind of like the kind of the Champions League of cheerleading for collegiate level. I think it is.
I believe that's the highest level.
Yeah,
they don't do it after.
Yeah, because there's no kind of professional level for it. And then season 2 goes down a slightly different route of seeing a bit more of their competitors, Trinity Valley Community College, who are
the original giants of the game.
So it's quite nice seeing the sort of back and forth and the different styles, because obviously we know Navarro's kind of churning out stars mentality, but then they're also coping with becoming stars because of Netflix.
It's
so
cool they tackle that.
Yeah, cool. So it's quite nice seeing the kind of two sides going, like some of them might be like, well, yesterday I was in LA, now I'm back cheering, I have not slept. It's just like, damn, I could not live like that.
It was interesting, the occasional cutaway to the people that were in it last season but weren't actually on the Netflix special. They were a bit sour, understandably so, but...
I've only got 20,000 followers. She's got 4.2 million.
I know, it's like, awkward. Okay. But yeah. It's good. It's definitely worth a watch. It's the only thing I've seen. I've been
Really?
in chocker. Yeah, I watched that one episode. We tried to find more Young Sheldon, but they've taken it off all 4.
No!
Yeah, it expired. So there's nowhere unless you want to pay for it on Prime Video to watch season 4 of Young Shelley.
Oh, I didn't even start it on Channel 4.
It's just been YouTube and TikTok for the odd 30-40 minutes here and there when I've had a bit of time.
Yeah, I'm still watching a butt ton of YouTube. I'm a YouTuber at heart. I don't think I will never get into TikTok. I don't understand. I'm too old.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, watching videos portrait just irritates me.
Yeah, you get used to it. It fits the format. That's the thing.
Yeah, true, it does. But fundamentally, it does irritate me.
There you go.
But yeah, that's it. Unless anyone else has seen anything else.
No, it's been a slow week.
Note.
A speed pod, some might say.
Yeah, it has. It's been a bit of a slow week. You're right. Although, are either of you on Virgin Media contracts?
I will be soon.
Oh, are you?
No.
No. Well, they sent out all that price raise stuff of like, basically you're paying like an extra 10% on whatever your normal thing is per month. So my mum, shout out to my mum here, she was like, hey, that Martin Lewis, the money saving expert man.
Yeah.
So she sent me a link to this thing going, ring them up, they give you discount. I'm like, okay. So I rang them up and was just like, I'm very disappointed that I've had 2 price rises in 2 years. She was like, let me see what I can do. I could not tell what her accent was. It was very, very either Eastern European or American or something in the middle, and I couldn't quite gauge where it was.
Most of the time when people from Europe learn English, they learn it through American content.
So it could have been. I don't know.
Accent.
So I chatted to this lovely lady called Jean, So chat to her.
Big up, Jean.
And big up Jean, and she reduced my bill down to the price that I would pay if I was a new customer starting.
Which is going to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So I was like, sweet.
If you were those two, they double it for free. Result.
Yay.
And sponsored by Virgin Media.
So I managed to save like £4 a month.
Nice. Tell your parents,
Nice.
tell your guardians, and once they call and speak to Jean, send us an email and tell us thanks.
Yeah.
Save money on your bill.
Yeah, get in there, Jean.
Nice.
Top
Ask
work.
for Jean and say the Where's My KitBag podcast sent
Sent
you. She'll
you
have
here.
no idea what she's talking about.
She'll be so confused.
And Jean, if you finally got here after all this time and all this confusion,
Thanks.
welcome. Yeah.
Thanks for the discount, Jean.
Nice.
Top work.
I've got a representative called Damon. He called me
Damon.
and he said, "You're now no longer with customer service, so you don't get a different person. Here's my direct number, which obviously is Virgin customer service number."
Yeah.
He goes, "As and when you want to sign up, as and when I get the house." He's like, "That deal's locked in." And he's also,
Nice.
as a thank you, taking £35 off my first bill.
Oh no! Well, that's just the setup charge.
Hey, no, that was special treatment from me.
Big up, Damon.
Yeah, big up Damon.
Big up, Damon. Big up, Jean.
I might reply with a text with a link to the podcast and then just the time code.
Well, that's just going, big up, Damon.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious.
Wow. Now, next up, I need to ring Vodafone because they've messed up my contract. So I need to save money.
Nice.
Be like, oi, stop overcharging me, you fools. Give me best deal, please, thanks.
There you go.
But yeah, that's my. You see that this is the other side.
Almost got
Of
through
the-
a whole
of the
pod without a
lanyard.
segue there.
I know.
Caught it right at the end.
Yeah.
A little segue.
Always ready. Always ready to bounce. Anyway, that pretty much summarises this rather speedy version of the pod.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So if you want to get in touch with us with any kind of things you want to put on the newsletter or anything you want to talk about in the pod, shout out to Tom. He emailed us after the pod when we requested people email us.
Team
He
telekinesis,
emailed
he
us.
said.
He was.
Yep.
Big up Team Telekinesis.
Nice.
So if you want to get in touch with us, please email us. It makes us laugh and go, oh, and then we will find you and say thanks for the email. Or obviously, of course, get
We'll
in
shout
touch.
you out on the pod next week.
Yeah, we will.
That's what we did.
We defo will. Luckily, I remembered.
Go for it. How about this week, those that are listening, drop us an email and saying, we heard your shout out, add us to the list, and we'll do a shout out for each student that emails us next week.
Yeah.
To the technet@farnborough.ac.uk.
Yeah.
Nice.
You've got
there you go.
our word.
You've got until Thursday, the 27th,
Yes.
to get it in.
Yeah.
Of
Because we
January.
record on a Thursday.
We do.
Not Thursday the 27th of, April 2037.
I know. The list is thousands of people long. There you go.
Yeah, otherwise make sure you follow us on our social media. Carolina is posting like mad about everything we've got going on. So like everything. Sign up to TechNet Choice if you haven't already.
TechNet Spotlight.
Sorry. Nah. See, I'm too up. Rewind.
The legacy.
I'm such a legacy. What was the hashtag?
TechNet Spotlight 2021
Thank
on
you,
new
Steve.
or current posts. Just edit your old one.
Although-
And your account has to be public. So if you've got cool stuff on your private Instagram account, make a creative one. Call it, I don't know, your name photography, your name creative media, and then post it on there so it can be seen. Vibes.
Damn straight.
Immaculate vibes.
The vibes are indeed
Dan B
immaculate.
2021.
Will it-
Another shout out. There you go. See if he listens.
If he does listen,
There you go.
excellent. Please do. Otherwise, we will catch you next week with another pod. Goodbye from me, James.
Goodbye from me, Steve.
Goodbye from me, Carolina.
And we shall see you next week. That was a great mic push away there, Steve. I love that.